The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Q101, Brian and Kenzie.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the Morning Crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Well, if you went outside already, it smells like a vacuum cleaner bag that you pull off when your vacuum cleaner bag gets full or the container gets full and you got to empty it. And then it kind of puffs up in your face when you open it.
I feel like that's an old school vacuum.
Well,
Most of them have the canister now.
It's got a
And you don't have
canister.
to do a bag.
It can still do that, and it opens up and still puffs in your face. Still has the same smell, doesn't it? Or no, is yours like just pristine, smelling like a peach
Because
when
you
you do?
release from the bottom. You pick it it's into the trash.
Okay, I got a new vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, holy crap.
I don't know. That's what I thought it smelled like outside today. What do you think it smelled like? First thought.
I park in the garage, and then I park in this garage, and I avoid the outdoors quite a bit.
Elgin to NBC Tower, no outside air.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're privileged.
I am so spoiled.
Well, everybody else out there, they should have canceled the Cubs game last night, by the way. We'll get to that in sports in like an hour. That was ridiculous they played that game.
Well, but, okay, they did that for the White Sox in New York.
Exactly.
But then they just had to play a doubleheader when it was just as bad out.
Yeah, the next day they played a doubleheader. But
I would rather be out. I would rather limit it each day than do like 7 hours in one sitting.
yeah, I'm saying this because the Cubs lost last night. I'm just saying they should have canceled the game. Should have canceled. Anyway.
Well, it's obviously because of the air.
Yeah, clearly. Check in 312-591-8300 at 6:04, 7:20 coming up. NASCAR tickets and Clash with Kenzie. And then at 9, Lumineers trip to Los Angeles. So a chance for that coming up as well here. A lot happening.
You know, so last night I was laying in bed and I couldn't sleep great because, you don't sleep great either. We just both think about a lot of stuff. We talk about that.
It's those bed thoughts.
That's what we do our most thinking.
Yeah, the best stuff comes in
2
bed.
2 hours before we have to get up.
Yep.
So, in trivia yesterday with Clash with Kenzie,
Oh, boy.
what was the movie you quoted? The big Lebowski?
The Big Lebowski.
Lebowski.
Yeah, the dude.
Okay.
All right.
And I'm like, I don't think I've ever seen that. And then last night, I was like, is that the guy who drinks White Russians?
Yes.
I've seen it. And that's all. It was bothering me
John Goodman.
so much. I'm like, I kind of think that's the White Russian guy.
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
So you got Jeff Bridges and you've got, John Goodman from Roseanne when he was heavier. Now he's lost like 200 some pounds.
I vaguely do remember that.
Yeah.
Is there a bowling scene in there?
Yes, there
That's
is.
all I got. I remember sweatpants, a White Russian, and some bowling.
Yeah,
That's it.
You got it. You just didn't get the quote. You didn't get the movie
Well,
at the
not
time.
for $1 million could I tell you more details than that. But it all of a sudden just pierced through my good night's sleep. That was it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact question that you did not get. Here it is. Which 1998 movie did the main character say, "You got the wrong guy. I'm the dude, man"? And you didn't. I can't remember what movie you guessed. And you've seen the movie now.
I think
You realize
said, "Dude, where's my car?" Because you said the word "dude."
You did say, "Dude, where's my car?"
I'm like, I really don't know, so I'm just gonna use a dude-based movie
It's
title.
not bad logic. What you did.
But it was just so funny that I don't know. 12 hours later, I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
is that the White Russian guy?
I can't wait to see what happens today in trivia and what you remember tonight.
I don't know, but if I let those questions sink in long enough, I'd crush it.
They get right there. Yep.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
As I talked about how the Cubs game should have got canceled last night. They did it before. New York White Sox got canceled when it was all bad there. But no, let the Cubs play and lose. That's great. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Perfect.
Kyle the Carpenter checking in. So we feel for, the $1 million baseball players. Maybe we just feel for the real people out there like Kyle, one of our crew members. Ahoy, Kyle.
Hey, how's it going?
What's going on? So what do you got to do today outside?
Building a high rise, one floor at a time, man.
What?
We're up at the
Wow.
top. Yeah,
Right.
we're outside. Go ahead.
Where are you at? What part of the city are you building a high rise?
I'm right off the river near Canal.
Oh.
Okay.
What if we can see you?
We face the other way.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a shame.
I'm not a street person. I just know I'm near it.
So what's your job today as the carpenter in this high rise?
I'm up there building scaffold, getting ready for the next floor, for the next concrete pour. A couple floors left. But, yeah, it's wilder. We're outside 8, 9, 10 hours a day here, and there's air quality alerts. And I don't know. It looked pretty crazy out there yesterday.
Yeah, now here's the thing. You're a carpenter, a very tough guy job. Are you afraid to go to the boss and say, I can't go up today because I'm afraid the air's too bad?
I personally am not too afraid of it. So we deal with a lot of stuff. So they wouldn't bat an eye if I even had a concern. They would tell me to put on a mask as they would everybody else outside, and that's about all.
Yeah, say put on a mask, but you say, look, I want to go home. I don't want to work today.
I want to go home.
That may jeopardize my job.
But with the other guys, they're waiting for somebody to step out and say that first because no one wants to look like a wuss, right?
Oh, of course. We're all a union here. So if one goes, we all go. So we're all not going to go. We're going to go to work.
Give a shout out to the union, man. What's the number?
I'm local 1 carpenter.
Whoop whoop.
Number 1?
Number 1 carpenter.
Oh yeah.
Dang,
Local
you
1
started it, baby.
All right, man. Well, good luck out there today. Don't breathe, okay?
All right. Thank you, guys. Be safe.
You too, really. We're in an air-conditioned studio, and Kenzie's got her seat heater. She's all good.
Hey, I'm working hard.
My man's on a high-rise out there in bad air.
We all choose our jobs.
It's Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and coming up with a fact that makes your brain go, how about this one? This is fascinating to me. Are you the kind of person that when you leave a party, you don't say goodbye to anybody?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you a little bit. And the crew members, of course.
My motto is say hello to everybody and say goodbye to no one.
And what do you call that when you leave?
It's the Kenzie special, baby. I'm out of there.
It's known as the Kenzie special or the Irish goodbye. Have you heard that before?
Oh, I am 0% Irish, so that's different.
Have you ever heard that expression, though?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Okay, yeah, the Irish goodbye, which means I'm just out of here. I'm not going to say goodbye to anybody.
It takes so long, and no one remembers. They remember seeing you. That's the important part. It's very important to say hi.
There's a fascinating stat that I'm going to give you here, coming up at 6:30 and a few minutes away, about people that pull the Irish goodbye or the Kenzie special.
Oh, God.
About your life. And kind of defines your life if you do that. And when you hear this information, you might change your ways.
What? Is it negative?
You'll find out in minutes.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, time for a fact that makes your brain just go. It involves Irish goodbyes. And whatever you call it, I think that's what most people call it, especially here in Chicago, that when you are out with people or at a party and you leave without saying goodbye, it's called an Irish goodbye. You just get out of there and go. You don't want to go around and talk to everybody. This is a staggering fact I'm going to give you. But what do you want to say, Kenzie?
630 texted it and said, my husband's family is Irish and their goodbyes take forever in all capitals. So it's officially been debunked right now, right here.
She's trying to defend the stereotype of Irish people.
Yeah.
I don't even know too many Irish people that call it an Irish goodbye. It's just, it's white people. There's regular people that call it, Irish people are white people, but very white, actually. My wife's Irish. I can say that. She sunburns real easy.
What are you doing right now?
All right, back to the fact that makes your brain go.
I can say about Irish people because I married one. What are you going to...
Okay. If you do an Irish goodbye, that is leaving parties and groups without saying goodbye, it saves you up to 2 full days a year.
That's
2
awesome.
days? By just not saying goodbye to everybody.
Yes.
So this should be
That's
accepted.
amazing.
It should be accepted.
It's what should happen. You do not need to say goodbye to everybody.
I do.
Why?
I know. I hate myself. I go around to say goodbye to people I just met and said hi at the bar to. I don't even know that well.
You know, it's true because me, you, and Case were at the Revivalists.
Yes.
And I left your ass.
You did.
I was like, okay, because we were going to walk. We drove separate, but we're like, oh, we'll walk out. And I left.
Yep.
I'm not playing this game at
She's
all.
gone. I am the king of small talk in Chicago.
Oh my
I can't
God.
stop. I love talking to people.
It was a Friday night, and it was a work event, so there's a lot of people from work there. And you were getting into work conversations. Guess what I'm not going to do on a Friday night while I'm saying goodbye to people? Talk about work.
I just like to say goodbye to people because I feel like they won't like me the next day if I don't.
Sometimes I wave when I'm walking away, like I do a big group.
You know, from 48 feet away.
Yeah,
Bye.
I'm like, see you later.
Yeah, I wish I could do it. I wish I could do an Irish goodbye. I want to be that kind of person. I want to evolve, and I want to save 2 days a year. I just can't.
I just feel like time management isn't your thing.
At least with goodbyes.
Well, or anything. Because when we're leaving the show, you and I will both be like, God, we have this crazy day. Right after the show, we got to get out of here today.
Yeah.
And I will be leaving, and I see you in the kitchen, sitting in one of the booths in a full-blown conversation.
Can't do it. I don't know. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you're that person that has to say goodbye to everybody. Maybe you're like Kenzie. Irish goodbyes work for you, and you are smarter if you do the Irish goodbye. You are saving 2 full days a year. Danny checked in at 7:08. Danny from Brookfield. He says, growing up in a Mexican/Italian family, saying goodbye after a family function easily adds another hour to your stay. Like when you tell your wife, oh, honey, we'll leave right after the game is over. There's only 2 minutes left. But we all know that means 45 more minutes. So in my adulthood, I take full advantage of the Irish goodbye. Big fan, laughing emoji face. Danny. So Danny's learned. I can't learn.
I like this Mitchell text. I say hello to the host. I say goodbye to whoever earned it.
Someone who pleased you enough. I say goodbye to bartenders at the bar, and they look at me like, who are you again?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I'm the king of small talk. People know it. I'm a friendly guy, and I just don't know how to turn it off, and I wish I could.
Oh, my God. Why would you go back?
Teach me your Irish goodbye.
You're like trying to find the waitress to give her a hug and say goodbye.
I really hope everything works out with your kid that we talked about over there by the Coke stand. Yes, please. Thank you. I love people's lives, and I love learning about them, and I just can't leave, and it's a bad thing. It's a bad trait on me.
Well, so, okay. Often I leave probably earlier than I should, so I don't say goodbye. Because I don't need especially at like the work concerts, I want my boss to be like, Kenzie must be walking her. She probably got a drink somewhere. I'm like, I'm at home on the couch.
It's already home. Pants are off.
My makeup's off.
Yeah, all done. What kind of person are you? Irish goodbye or not? But smart ones do the Irish goodbye. You save 2 days a year of time. Imagine what you can do with that.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, the fact today was Irish goodbyes. You do that, you save 2 days of your life. Not saying goodbye to everybody when you leave a party or a concert with a group of friends. Just kind of get out of there. That should be our new crew member rule. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. I don't do it. I talk to everybody too long, and I've wasted many, many, many days. Although I also think I have better relationships with those people now. I really do.
Do you?
No, not really. Boy, Ryan Seacrest got just another gig, another big one for him here. The new host of Wheel of Fortune. What a gig. Come on.
He's smart because now he can just do that till he retires. It's a good call.
He's become the guy that you just call when you need someone of these kind of entertainment gigs. Yeah. Now, Pat Sajak made $15 million a year to work 4 months. Vanna only makes $3 million. That's pretty.
She's really struggling.
I was going to stand up for women there and say it should be at least closer to equal pay.
Well, she does have like a huge name, and she's a big part of that show, and she's definitely been making a more equal amount. But
yeah.
I do struggle with being like, oh no, when someone's making millions of dollars. I think there's bigger. I'm more worried about like teachers.
Yeah.
I
Very
think
fair.
Vanna's gonna make it.
Yep. We can go down that wormhole. It is for both of them, really, though. $3 million to touch the letter. It doesn't even turn them anymore. Just pushes the light to turn them on. And Pat Sajak, sure, he's entertaining, he's funny, and it'll be different without him. But $15 million. I thought about this. The easiest money you've ever made. I don't care if it's $50 or whatever, but the easiest money you ever made. Does something come to your mind when I ask you that?
I used to work at.
Famous Dave story?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was not easy money. That's the hardest I've ever worked.
Damn, we're working hard out here for this barbecue.
Oh, God, it was the worst. No, I used to work at a Weiner Wagon at a car dealership. What? I swear to God. They had at the car dealership. What?
I didn't expect Weiner Wagon to come out today.
And it was free. The Weiner Wagon was free.
Yeah.
So it was free hot dogs, chips, and sodas to the customers. They
Sure.
were schmoozing, okay? It was
Yeah.
only in the summer. So it was the best because there were no rules. They didn't have to deal with money, charge people. Like, they would just come up and ask for exactly what they wanted and hand it to them.
Yeah.
I had the little rotating thing with the hot dogs on it and bags of chips. And I could have as many as I wanted because they were giving away for free anyways, and it didn't have to deal with money.
Right.
And it was pretty good. It was like, I had to be probably about 15 or so. I was in junior high, I think. 14, 15.
15 in junior high? It's a little old for
Is that
junior high.
right? I don't know. No, you want to know what, though? My junior high went to 9th grade because the high school was so big.
Oh, okay.
So I was in junior high from 7th to 9th.
Got it.
So I was in that zone, probably like 8th and 9th grade I did it. And yeah, so I didn't have to deal with money. And I probably made like, I want to say $10 an hour. It's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Right, and I didn't have to deal with money or anything. I just handed people the stuff.
Yeah.
And I ate so many hot dogs.
We should have a Weiner Wagon in here. Like Billy Corgan's going to be in here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Billy Corgan from the Pumpkins going to hang out with us for a whole show, really, to coming in around the 7 o'clock hour. But if you had a Weiner Wagon, how happy does it make you to feel when someone hands you a hot dog when you walk in any place?
I love hot dogs.
Of course.
They make me so excited.
Yeah.
I would. Oh my gosh! And like, there's nothing better on a summer day. We get a hot dog and like a crisp diet soda.
Ooh, fountain soda.
Ooh, and
Not diet, though, regular.
Salt and vinegar chips
Yeah.
is my go-to.
Yeah, no diet. Regular soda's the best.
I like diet soda.
I went to McDonald's Monday and got that, just a big fountain Coke. Tastes so good. But Shannon checked in similar. I figure a lot of people would say this. Easiest money ever, beer cart girl on a golf course.
Oh, that has to be good.
Because you get to drive around, and the guys come up, and they all are just so happy to see you because they see a girl among all these dudes playing golf, and then they usually tip really well on the golf course. Shannon, you tell me if I'm wrong, but guys always tip way better on the golf course because they actually think they have a chance with the beer cart girl. They really, the amount of flirting that goes on with the beer cart girl is ridiculous, and I'm sure she laughs at all of them when they go away and gets their $20 tip for the hot dog and a Coke.
I really fumbled the bag because I chose
The Weiner Wagon?
and I chose a family-friendly restaurant with like the kids eat free deals and stuff. The tips are not always stellar in those environments, and you lower bills because you'll serve a table of 5 and 3 of them are kids. So think about how much that brings down, but it's a lot of refills and mess. And I'm like, why wasn't I working at a steakhouse when all the tabs are several $100s or the golf course? Like, what was I doing?
Hey, listen, you live and you learn. You know, you fumbled the bag. You went to the Weiner Wagon.
I'm so angry about it. It makes me so angry.
All right, 312-591-8300. What is the easiest way you ever made money? Shannon checked in, again, about that beer cart girl. She made $1,000 a day on the weekends at that golf course.
That makes me want to throw up. I'm so angry.
Good for you, girl.
Wow, Shannon.
While Kenzie was slinging barbecue at Famous Dave's.
Now my Weiner Wagon story doesn't sound great.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Grays Lake's finest. Got to get Sam and Pete in here sometime soon. Chevelle, it's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're talking about the easiest money you ever made with Ryan Seacrest now being the new Wheel of Fortune host. You know, mad props. I don't count on anybody else's money. You know what I'm saying? Like he's making 15. Well, Pat Sajak made 15 million. Vanna White makes 3. Good for them. I want them to have that money. I don't get jealous over someone else being rich than me.
You know, I'm actually just surprised he's able to do it. Doesn't he seem too busy? That's like, is that daily?
Well, it's 4 months of recording, so to do the whole year shows for $15 million.
But it has to be almost every day for 4 months.
Maybe they do several. Like, you ever read about ridiculousness, how many shows they record in a couple days?
Right, but those are very long days.
Yeah.
And I just don't think he has entire days.
Well, if you listen
Because he does radio too, and I don't want you to go listen to him, but
he's
he
probably
does
recording a lot of that radio stuff. It's probably not live.
He's pre-recording that as well.
Yeah,
he
probably.
spends 4 months
Yeah.
recording a year's worth of shows too.
8 months on the beach. We're doing something wrong.
I know. He got a lot of hate yesterday because we were like, he shouldn't have another job. Like, people get so angry. But I feel like he's such a nice guy. I'm like, whatever.
I don't know. I met him
It
once.
wasn't like I was in the running.
I met him once a long time ago before he was really big, and I'm 6'4" and 1/4. He's
very short.
He's about 5'4" and 1/4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he nice?
He was nice.
Yeah.
He checked his hair a lot in the mirror. Like, he was one of those guys that's look in the mirror and make sure every hair is just right.
He's on TV a lot, Brian.
I know. I'm not, so I don't check my hair.
Exactly.
I mean, we have cameras in here at Q101.com, but I'm fine with how I look out of bed. Okay, 312 checked in. We're talking about easy money. I'm a union carpenter. Local 250. Whoop, whoop. We strong-armed the Lakehurst Walmart. They paid us just to walk around Walmart for 2 weeks. With mandatory overtime, I brought home $1,500 a week back in 2002 just to smoke cigarettes at Walmart.
There you go.
That's a good, easy money story.
I like that.
Yeah, good job. I know some Walmarts have closed. 4 of them are going to close in the city area, but I hope that one's still open out there. Keep those coming in. The easiest way you made some money. 312-591-8300. Here's Gil Curtis. He makes his money the hard way. Every morning for a minute, 3 times.
This is not headline news. Today is the National Day of Joy. That is for anyone not currently in a theater showing Transformers Rise of the Beasts. The American Customer Satisfaction Index named Chick-fil-A as America's favorite restaurant. Least favorite, International House of Urinal Cakes. Ireland will pay someone $100,000 to live on a remote island. The Irish won't do it themselves because the island doesn't have a bar. And Ryan Seacrest will be the new host of Wheel of Fortune when Pat Sajak retires next year. He promises no vowel, consonant, or job left unturned. This is not headline news.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.